Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
A first down throw for Mayfield. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. This is the first carry for Rob Kelly. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Newton. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
On second down, here's Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they'll bring it down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mayfield, throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
And he'll jump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Mayfield, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. Mayfield to throw it. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And it's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Kirksey in there to get him for a loss of 5. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now it's Newton. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he stopped immediately there. It's Ross Cockrell that time that made the tackle. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise, because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, I do think his running production will increase in 2018.
12 more yards there and another first down. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Hey, turn it up.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Escaping the pressure lane. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
And another example of why Baker Mayfield went #1 in the draft. His ability to confound defensive coordinators. They played him for the pass. They covered it well. He takes off with his legs and scrambles for a big gain.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They get it to him running left. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
This is fielded at the goal line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And I think the Browns got it. They did. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw, Mayfield, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Flushed out right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Funchess with a catch over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, Give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Browns on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Knocking it away in coverage, Captain Mutterland.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's pulled in at the 32. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have
Jarvis Landry, the 40. A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Mayfield. To the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Gun!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They come out here in the eye. Mayfield, and he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns continue to roll. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They fake the give. Newton can fight it. He lost the football. It's out. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
All right, now, look
You
at
and me,
50
trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones down.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Luke Key. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. You ain't going nowhere. Hot.
Mayfield down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Carolina getting set to take the field. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Newton. Being chased out left. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
4 down. 4 down. Set. 180.
Throwing again. Newton. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On the run, it's Kelly. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Newton. He's going to air one out. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
Gone!
Following the interception, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
First down, Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Escaping the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Right over there. Yeah. Right 58.
Mayfield looks to throw. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he works free. A second nice move. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Gonzalez puts this one through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to put...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Browns are pouring it on. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit.
And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw, Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken at the 25. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Corn Elder. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Well, the drive starts with Rob Kelly. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Kelly on the counter. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Newton to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league, totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On first down, it's Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. From the gun, here's Newton. Eluding the... And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Throwing on third down, Newton steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's Newton now on second down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Gano the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Gano out to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.